Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 5. We present about the topic of increasing land efficiency by using time study and land balancing. Now I will introduce my team member. Start with Farhani, Iman, which is me, Fidaus Fikri, Sulaiman and Shafizi.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farhan Ibtisami Taharan. My number is AD243. So we go to the problem statement. Given a daily production time of 420 minutes, it was necessary to manufacture 500 model jailbirds. The previous workstation arrangement is disorganized and convoluted jumble with workstation dispersed throughout the space. And then the location of the workstation contribute to an excessively long cycle time, which may impact the amount of manpower required in the production line. So for the objective, we try to reduce the cycle time by improving line efficiency based on line balancing, and then to achieve a more balanced workload distribution among workstation by arranging the workstation needed, and also to reduce the amount of labor needed to produce the necessary number of units each day at a reasonable cycle time. And then for the scope of study, we focus on increasing assembly line productivity. The manual assembly line and time study will be the main subject of this investigation, and also the study will employ method of assembly line, which is MAL.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azrin Shafizi bin Azhar with metric numbers of CD210247. And now I would like to talk about the methodology of this project. Okay, there are two types of industrial engineering method that will be used in this project. The first one is time study. Okay, for the definition of time study is the observation and measurement of task performance time, and its objective is to regulate output by establishing standard times. Okay, the time study processes start with the first step, which is to collect and record task, operator, and environment information. And the second step is to record methods and break down the process. Next is convert observed times into standard time. And fourth is determine the allowances. And the last step is to calculate standard time for the operation. Okay, for the formulas that will be used in this step is the first one, the normal time, which is the average actual cycle times multiplied with rating factor. And next formula is standard time equals to normal time minus allowance factor. And then lastly is time allowance, where which variable allowance plus with constant allowance. Okay, we move along to the next method. For the next method is the line balancing processes. Okay, the definition is to optimize the workflow by distributing tasks among the workstation. Okay, now it will start with the to create a precedence diagram showing task relationships. Second step is to calculate cycle time within the maximum time allowed per station. And the third step is to calculate theoretical minimum number of stations. And fourth is to assign work elements to the workstations, prioritizing greater cycle time. And fifth, calculate line efficiency. And lastly is to calculate idle time. Okay, for the formula that will be used in this method is the first one is cycle time equals to 1 R, where R is desired output rate unit per hour. Second formula is theoretical minimum number of workstations. Tm equals to Tnc, where T is the total time task to assemble each unit. And lastly is run efficiency used as it equals to Tnc times 300%, where N is the number of workstations. That is all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nuriman bin Safrizan, metric number AD200037. Now I will explain about methodology flowchart. It is crucial to design the entire workflow that precedes its implementation. Therefore, based on the provided information and explanation regarding the techniques, a flowchart will present to illustrate the project's overall development process. We start with finding the problem statement, analyze the problem statement, and collect and record the data, then analyze the data, then do a conclusion. Now I'll present about analysis and discussion. Undertaking interrupt time study analysis is a laborious procedure that requires strict adherence to predetermined stages and is usually carried out by knowledgeable and experienced experts. The first stage is gathering and documenting all relevant data on the task, the operator, and the surroundings, taking into account any element that could affect how the work is carried out. This throughout data gathering lays the groundwork for a precise analysis. This table shows the data that has been collected that has 5 elements and every cycle time is about taken for 4 times. For the 5 elements, the process involves recording and breaking down the entire method description, converting observed time into standard time, determining allowance, and ultimately establishing the standard time for the operation system. After getting all the elements standard time, sum up all the standard time to get the total assembly which is 252.36 seconds. In this slide, we get the data for average, normal time, and standard time for element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4, and element 5.
Assalamualaikum. So we'll continue to present about the analysis and discussion about the line balancing method. So as you can see, this is the precedent diagrams that we draw from the table data given. So there is 12 tasks here, which is A to K. So from these precedent diagrams, we can calculate the so we can minimize the time taken for produce the wagon. So the desired product output rate is 500 wagon per day. So by calculating the production time, we can get the workstation cycle time, which is equal to 50.4 second per unit. So by using this cycle time workstation, we can get the theoretical minimum, which is equal to 4. So therefore, four station is in line to achieve the maximum performance rate within the smallest workstation. However, this process has resulted in the longest needed task time for forming the production line's shortest workstation cycle time. So continue from the previous data, we convert it to the table. So as you can see, we got from the theoretical minimum, we got four station, which is each station has their own tasks. So from this table, we can get the cumulative time and we can calculate the cumulative time and idle time. So we can see that uh, if there is any longest idle time, so that task can refill and help the other task to complete the work. So which is it can minimize the time to produce the product, the wagon. So as a result, the overall efficiency of the work production line has increased to 77.38%, signifying a 22.62% imbalance or unoccupied time, 0.1.0 to 0.7738 throughout the line. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will continue to present about the conclusion. Based on our acquired, evaluated, and learned experience and data analysis, we can conclude that time study and line balancing, which is one reason for minimizing and arranging a workstation required to develop the conveyor belt and the model J wagon. The second one is the result shows the longest required task time that forms the shortest workstation cycle times of the production line. The third one is the time study often used to measure other possibilities to minimize work time includes following the work sample based standard work time. The fourth one is the model J wagon needs to use a timing system to monitor the average time to calculate the time required by a trainer worker when working at a given output level. That's all for me. Thank you.